Okay, howdy, howdy, howdy. This will be session four, and for this episode of Fey Runners, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a place to try and get this code for this person we met's ankle bracelet, or just a friendly, nice person like that. And also, they may give us information about Queen Artifact and her whereabouts. So let's bring up Obsidian again and kind of recap. Look at my to-do notes here. Oh yes, I want to describe the Hacker Halfway House. So I didn't do that last time, and I don't think I did. But one of the things I'm picturing is this Hacker Halfway House is kind of like almost like a frat house. It's just this house with a bunch of couches, mini fridges, things of that nature. Kind of like a casual, almost party atmosphere, but people are like working on their laptops and working on electronics projects and just kind of hanging out and just chilling. Uh, this actually is something that I've had experience with like a long time ago, maybe late '90s, early 2000s. Can't quite remember when, but there was actual real hacker halfway houses back in the day of phone freaking. You would do a lot of couch surfing, so you would stay at different places and people's homes and whatnot. And there was one in New York that I have some pretty good memories of, one of the boroughs of New York. And I just remember just hanging out there, having some drinks up on the roof throughout the night, and just good vibes in general, and just a good meeting of a lot of different people. And so that's kind of what I picture for this. I think it was called Faction Tech Hacker Halfway House. This is that kind of vibe, just kind of redone into a virtual setting, and that's where they're at. And I will, because I don't have a picture of what this place we're going to is, I'll probably roll on that one. Other than that, what else did I do? I think I have a kind of bookkeeping stuff. Oh, I did create a folder for NPCs that are kind of notable. And so we have Queen Artifact, just some notes about her, even though there's not a whole lot known, with an image. And same of O'Day Relic here. And O'Day Relic is the Hacker Halfway House woman that we met. She has an ankle bracelet, and we're going to help her get the code for it. She's a bit drunk, and hopefully, if we can achieve that, we can find out more about her. Maybe find out more about Queen Artifact, which is the real goal, and we will go to town with that. So I think that's it for my to-dos. I didn't have anything else in my notes on things I needed to do. Let me check. Actually, let's do the beginner session. Oops, is that an oracle? I want. Oh yeah, it's one of these. Let me just see. No flags. Recap what happened. Okay, and our current situation intent is that we are going to roll back a bit, and I don't want to come off this payphone. Where are we at? Okay, here's the Hacker Halfway House. Here's the payphone. I really like the idea that we pivot into the Hacker Halfway House via a payphone, especially because it does remind me of my old school phone freaking days in the real world. So to ensure that stays there, I am going to probably take this. I mean, I put solder. I think it's supposed to be soldier. Whatever. This pirate radio station here, and we will branch off of that one instead. So that'll be the goal. So I can go to the payphone, but we'll also hopefully get somewhere else. I believe that gives us one momentum since we've recapped and checked everything, which I will gladly take. Yes, we didn't make any progress on our milestone yet. I think if we find out more about the Queen, like this works out for us, then we can mark progress, but we haven't. And yeah, I still want to develop an artifact, but that'll be later. Okay, I think we're ready. So let's go ahead and try to map a route. I'm only going to do one, I think, to just maybe one more node. I'm not going to go with a full progress track for this one. I think we have enough. So it's exploration. Map a route. We'll use our traditional spray and pray. Yeah. That's a good roll. Strong hit, and because we have the high-speed connection, we also gain momentum for a strong hit while we're mapping her out. So we are doing very good there. Oh, we got a match too. Jeez, Double one match. That is nice. Okay. So yeah, I think for this match, what I'll do is, so I only wanted one node anyway. I think I'll roll a random node, but then the match is just going to get us into this blood packs location. We're not going to do anything special for it. We're not have to cross a segment or anything like that. We already kind of knew about it anyway from Miss Relic, and with this match, I think, yeah, it's just going to be Baby Town Frolics to get over to it. We do need to figure out what we're bouncing off of, though. And so, yeah, since I don't care, I'm going to use the big chart. So let's bring this up, and then let's roll on screen. What do we got here? 75, and that is not out the scroll. 75 is a sign in kiosk. Oh, I get it. Like, yeah, like something you would sign into. For government, typically. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to dig into what location this is. So we're just going to put it generically. Sign in kiosk like this. This wouldn't be for the darknet thing. This is still in the government domain. So it's something. Could be anything. Could be for packages. Could be anything. We could roll for theme and stuff and figure it out, but I don't care. So we're just not going to deal with it. So we go to this sign-in kiosk, and from here we'll get to the blood packs. All right, this is the trading post, the underground one. So that is in darknet. And so great. So now let's figure out what this looks like for us. I mean, other than an underground trading forum, I have no idea really what this is going to be. So we do have some oracles we can use to help us out here. Let me think of what they might be called. I think we can use the cluster theme to kind of give us an idea. No discovery. Yeah, this one. Let's see what we got here. We are dealing with friendly or neon. I don't know how friendly this would be. I mean, it could be. But I think I like neon better. I don't know why. It just seems odd, an underground store where they're all friendly. I don't know if you've been to the darknet, but it's not typically the case. So, I mean, they're remotely friendly, I suppose. But yeah, a lot of these people you don't trust. So I think neon makes more sense. And this place has like a lot of, I think, neon signage, very similar to like a cyberpunk kind of feel to it. Kind of like a night bazaar, but a bit more concrete with like set kind of storefronts that are kind of like almost like a pop-up shop, but people just kind of like I think it'd be more like, maybe not pop-up shop, more like a farmer's market for underground wares. That is kind of what Blood Packs is. And so yeah, maybe kind of friendly, but more neon than friendly. So we're gonna go with that. I don't know how popular this is, so that's another node thing we can look up, is the popularity of this place. I think that might be interesting to see. 44. There are dozens of people here. Okay, it's pretty busy. A lot, decent amount going on. I don't think it's enough to warrant this to be like a big sprawling place. One thing you can also do with Feyrunners with some of these nodes is you can make them more of their own little planet or section or bubble. Think Ready Player One, if you've read that, like where they have like these almost MMO worlds that are kind of themed for whatever. You can do the same thing with Feyrunners. Instead of just going to a singular node, there could be a series of buildings, and each building represents like one could be a bank, what could be something else, and you have a lot going on. You can visit a bunch in this node. The node is like a little city, but I don't. Dozens, I think we're fine. We could, but I think for the storyline, this is just as good. So, neon atmosphere. I think it always has like a night feel. The streets are always wet. There's a lot of like noises going on, and we have to locate where we can go find these codes. Let me think. What would be the easiest way to do this? I don't know that this would be super easy to locate, but I don't think it'd also be all that hard either. You're already in the darknet. I mean, it's not like weird to ask for things that are illegal. So maybe just gather information. I think might be worth rolling on that, and we'll interpret it based on how we do with that one, which I think is an adventure move. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this makes sense. And so we'll roll on this one and we'll see if we can find the booth that would have such information, such as the codes for Miss Relic's ankle bracelet. Ooh, awful. Okay, so that wasn't great. That would be a complete miss. We could use momentum on this one. We have a lot of momentum. We have 8. That would only give us a weak hit, but a miss would be like it's not even here, and it's gonna be a longer chase. So I think it's time. Let's use the momentum. We will take the weak hit instead, and I am missing. There it is, right here. Weak hit. New insight also complicates your quest. Envision what you discover and take 1 momentum. Okay, well we just burned all of our momentum, but we'll get 1 of it back. Where am I? Here we are. Momentum back, great. And then depot backs. Okay, and so let's see. Now, what did it say? We got new insight. It may not be the complete answer then. Okay, so we have to have some kind of complication for this. So it could be that we have to continue to go somewhere or something of that nature. I think we find the person who is selling it, and it's this kind of rough, kind of looks like somebody who is like a security guard kind of person. They're not a security guard, but they just kind of look like they like to wear the flak vests and things of that nature. They like to feel like they're military based, like they play a lot of first person shooters or something of that nature, and that's how their avatar looks. And so they're in all things like militia and running their own kind of thing. And so they do have things like lockpicks and whatnot, and they have the ability to get this information. However, they don't maybe have her specific. It's not as easy as just saying like, oh, okay, yeah, here's the code. This is what you got. Instead, what he can do is he can provide information to the database that we can go use. And if we can hack into it, and then we should be able to surface it ourselves. But he can't directly sell it. He can only sell the initial kind of like gateway code to the government database. But after that, like, you're on your own. Like, that's the only thing he has is like some login credentials for this site. And we don't really have a money system. We don't like do those kind of like crunchiness. You're free to do that, but I'm going to say that they have enough money to pay for a credential. They're usually not that expensive in the dark web in the real life, so I imagine it's not super expensive here because it's not a whole lot of risk to sell credentials. So we go ahead and we buy credentials from this person, and he gives them to us. Tries to sell some other wares. We don't need them, so fine. We're gonna go off and we're gonna go find this thing in GovNet. And I think, let me look at what we got here. In GovNet, we don't have a whole lot of nodes in GovNet. The propaganda site, we have this station. I do think we should map out some more nodes to get to this place. There might be a decent amount of risk to get this code. So this site will be, what would that be called? Like a correctional facilities database. And so we have to get in the correctional facilities database. I think I want to create maybe 2 more nodes off of this Democratic propaganda site to get there. So let's go here, and then we're going to map a new node. Oh, these are entry moves, expiration moves, map a route. We're in the demo. I hate this propaganda site. I do wanna mess with them, but not right now. Okay, let's just go. And then, okay, so what do we get? A weak hit. Okay, so we're going to spend some more supply. Yeah, it's not great. We might have to disconnect and recharge at some point in time. But we do get somewhere. Where do we get? Let's use our big chart again. Roll the Oracle dice. I guess I'll start from the top. 67, and of course it's off the screen. 67, a public use terminal. Okay, cool. That makes sense, ish. And so we'll go ahead and jot that down. So I don't know to what. Actually, let's go ahead and get a theme on that while we're at it. Theme. What do we got here? Is that 98? Wealth. Okay, cool. Public use. Let's say maybe federal loan, maybe. Federal loan public use terminal. Maybe look up how much you owe and pay things off, that kind of stuff. So this is going to be in GovNet. And from here, that would give us 2, I think we need another one. So hopefully we won't use up all of our power. Let's go again. Yeah. Okay, another weak hit. So I think what we're going to do, I don't think I'm going to use the last of my power. Instead, what else can I do? I can do the node encounter. I could pay the price as well, but I think node encounter seems okay. Let's see. Let's do maybe. I'm trying to think. There's something that would be good between the federal loan and where we're going for correctionals. Maybe something for the collection agency. That would make some sense. So we're going to go to the collection agency. I think there we're going to see what we run into. So we'll make it a collection agency just website. And we'll put that in GovNet. And then here we'll roll to see what if I had a progress track, I'll be moving the progress track up, but I don't need one because I'm not really crossing to another segment for this. But I do need to see what we run into. So that is under Oracle's node encounters. Node. I guess I'll search for it. Node encounters. What do we run into? Oh, another Fey runner. Okay, this could be interesting. We need to see if this person's, we don't know, they're friendly, whatnot. It's not always necessarily bad. This would be a social. They are, let's take a first look at this person. They are, what's an animal? Let's go with the anamorphic style. So they're part, fox, let's just say. And so they got that kind of going on. Bipedal fox kind of creature. That's what they look like. Their initial, actually let's go with characteristic. They have neon hair, very cool. And what is their disposition? Hostile. All right, well, there we go. So we have this person who is another hacker. However, they don't want us around. I don't know what they're up to, but they know what we're up to, but they don't like the fact that we're here. So, being that they are hostile, I don't know if they know that we are there. I guess hmm, I think because this is a weak hit, they probably do know that we're there. Um, Let me think. I don't think they'd come out and attack us right away. I think what would happen is, they would confront us, and, demand that we leave. And then I need to just be like, hey, listen, like, I didn't see you, you didn't see me. I have something I need to do. I'll be right quick about it. And then it's not even here. I'm just passing through, and I need to convince them to just, you know, let us by. Like, let's not make a thing of this. And so that is going to be a compel move, and we're not trying to threaten. We're trying to calm and pacify, which I suck at, but that's what we're going to do anyway. And let's see. Weak hit. I could have been worse. So when we compel for weak hit, there'll be a demand or complication with it, but we do get the condition, we get a momentum for it, so they will let us pass. However, why does that happen all the time? No campaign active. Okay, increase my momentum. Where are we again? We are at the collection agency, I think. Let's see what this person does, like as a role, and then ROLE, and then we might know what they're demanding. They're a mercenary. Okay. I don't think I made it terribly clear. What would a mercenary demand of us? Probably cash. Like if we're not going to do something, I would think that's probably what they would usually kill for money or work for money. Uh, he may even be protecting the collection agency website. But that actually makes some sense. Maybe he works for them like a bodyguard, hangs out there, and ensures that nobody's messing with it. And since we just want to set up a relay through it, like we're not planning on messing with it, that's good. What would his costs be for us? Let me think. Do I want to? I could just do like an action and a theme. This may become more complicated than I like, but let's just see what happens. So we can always just ignore it. So find, and then what would we be trying to find? Find pride or fear. Okay, that. Okay, well, I think I'm going to interpret this a little bit differently. I think what's happened here is, we told him we're set up a relay. He kind of pressures us to know where we're going at because it could bring some heat on him. And so I tell him I got some credentials for the like the probation officer site, and I think what he does is he also has somebody he needs some information on, and he asks us to go get that for him as well. So we need to get our thing, but we also need to get this mercenary some information for his cause. So we're going to look up some details of a person, and we're going to tell him who they are. We don't know what he wants it for, but that'll be the thing. We agree to it because we do need this relay, and I want to move on. And so that's what we're gonna do. And so, cool. That's kind of taken care of ish. And let's go over to the. I can't remember what I called it. So we'll just say parole officer because I've already forgotten what I called the department. Parole officer department. It's not necessarily a real thing, but fine. This needs to be in government. I should create the same folder. That'd be nice. Okay, So we still need to break into it. Well, actually, we don't. We have passwords that we paid for, so we'll be into it. So the move for gaining entry, we won't necessarily need to do other than create a progress bar. So we'll need to create the progress bar and then start working through the system here. And by not rolling, we won't really get any kind of like bonus. I think for a strong, is there a bonus? No, there's not. So it doesn't matter. We'll just start creating a progress. So create progress track. This is going to be for parole officer data search. I think normally I would have made this troublesome because we already kind of know who we're looking for, but now it's kind of dangerous because now we have to look up two things. We're in the system longer. And it is what it is. So, okay. All right, so we got this one, and now we need to start exploring the system. I think it makes sense that since we just logged into it, probably with an employee's account, that we are somewhere in the system where, let me look at the different node types here. What would this be? Law enforcement, I guess? Yeah, let's check the areas in law enforcement. I think, yeah, this makes sense. I think actually it wouldn't be one of these. I think we're going to actually just be in the we're starting out in, I'm just going to make a note of it, like just like the office area, like where people do certain things. We could search for it. Oh, I don't want to be quite there. Look at these areas again. Like, if we're going to use this table to roll, I think the area we want to get to is the evidence room. And we can't use the systems in the office to get the codes. They are only stored in, I think, evidence. And then maybe we also need to get to surveillance to find the other codes. So to find the other person, we have to go to surveillance. That's going to be for the mercenary. And then for our personal class, we need to get to the evidence room. All right, that makes sense. So we're in the office right now. And all right, let's start exploring. So explore the system. We will observation time. Yeah, I mean, we already have office access and we know kind of what we're doing. So I think we will use the office system to try and identify. We'll go for ours first. We'll head there. Actually, I want to make notes of these. Where did I put them? So evidence room and surveillance. So our goals are evidence room for Relic, and then surveillance for the mercenary. Okay. All right. So these are two places that we need to get to. And then so we'll do our first exploration towards the evidence room. We'll look up where we see that, where we think that is, just in the catalog system of like for the different corporations. So kind of not the corporation, but the government tree of how things are structured, how the file systems there are stored. And so that should give us an indication which direction to go. And we will go there. So this was going to be using our wits, exploring the system. Okay, weak hit. That was almost not great. So, all right, weak hit's fine. For exploring the system, you get roll in the following table. We were using wits, and that is the following table is up here somewhere. Not begin a session. It's exploring the system. Here we go, and we rolled on wits. Oh, actually, shoot. What was the? I think it's the same one. Did I roll twice? I don't. Oh, yeah, I guess I did roll twice. Yeah, okay. So mark progress is all we do. All right, easy peasy. So get to the parole officer here, and then we will mark progress. Great. So we're getting closer. Oh, I think to do this, we're gonna need, I think maybe halfway through, we will have our data, and at the final one, we'll have the mercenaries data. I think that's how we'll do it. That makes some sense. Is there a back button here? There is. Perfect. Cool. Okay. So let's explore the system again. That worked out. Using our wits, we'll continue on this path. Oh, where are we at? Let's roll the area. I almost forgot that. We could even be where I want to be. This was under law enforcement area. We are in the cafeteria. All right, fine. Cool. Anything interesting in the cafeteria? Not that it matters. I'm just curious. An officer has fallen asleep, just hanging out here. Cool. All right, awesome. So sleepy little parole officer place. This seems to track. All right, I feel pretty good about that. We don't have to really focus too much on stealth. We'll just kind of act like we're supposed to be here. Move our way through this system. No real issues yet. Roll again. Oof. Okay, wow. Like we were using wits on that one. So we hit again, and so now we roll on the other chart. Let me just double check. Yeah, we just roll on this oracle chart up here. Roll on this wits. 26. Mark progress and reveal a danger. Okay, well, marking progress is good. Marking progress and revealing a danger. It's not a move. Oh, it is a move. Okay. All right, this is the one where we pick our node area. So pick your node. Here we go. Parole for, that's education. Ooh, I want law enforcement. Parole. Okay. Roll on the segment parole. It seems to happen a lot. Segment. We are in the government segment. What is their parole? An attack bot. Okay, well, great. So what area are we in when we run into this attack bot? Law enforcement. Oh, I don't know, not roll all. Oops, jeez. Area. We are in holding. Okay. All right. So we're in holding. We are running into an attack bot. I don't know that it's seen us yet. However, there is one here. So I think what we need to do, this is like a security bot that kind of watches over the holding cells. We're not really trying to deal with any of this anyway. So I think what will happen is I will have to use stealth now to go onto the next spot. So we'll continue to explore, but I'm gonna have to use shadow, which isn't as strong as my wits, but we don't want to draw the attention of the attack bot if we can help it. So let's see what happens. Yes. Oh, and a match. Yeah, so strong hit with a match. Fantastic. I think we might reveal a clue on this one. So exploring the system, strong hits. You explore deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity. We have that too. That's right, we already get an opportunity. So let's mark progress. Okay, we're about there anyway, to the point where I think we should be able to find our thing. We sneak past them, finding an opportunity. Vision the opportunity instead of rolling. Okay, I think, let me see. I think this what we'll do for our opportunity here, especially with the strong match, is we get to where we were trying to get to. We don't get the information necessarily. I think I'll give myself maybe a +1 on the information, but we are in the, what did I say we had to be at? The evidence room. So we make it to the evidence room, and what we can do is gather information now. And I will use the match maybe for like a +1 on gathering information. That's what we'll do. So we're going to search, try and find Relic's code. And we'll take a +1. Provide a reason for this +1. Sure. Strong match. Let's choose for the second ad. Oh, there's no second ad. Okay. It's the first time I've done this. All right. So with this, we get a strong hit. Did it matter that we had a +1? Yes, it actually did. Wow. So awesome. I love it when there's actually benefit to using it. Usually a +1 isn't that much. So sweet. That really helped. We gathered information. On a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn and take to momentum. All right. Well, we learned her code. That we know the code to unlock Relic's ankle bracelet, which is awesome. I'm very excited for that. And we get, was it 1 or 2 momentum? 2. I thought so. Sweet. 1, and then I think it tends to, oh, it worked. All right, sweet. 6 momentum is pretty good. Sweet. Okay. So with that, we need to move on. Now we need to try and find surveillance so we can get the information for the mercenary. All right, let's go back to exploring our area. I think we can go back to using wits now. We're kind of clear of the attack bot. And let's go. Sweet. Another strong hit. Love it. We can mark progress and get an opportunity. Our progress now should be pretty good. Yeah, we are at... we could probably finish this, but it's still a little risky. Let's see what the opportunity is. Actually, let's find out what the room is first. I don't think the opportunity... Yeah, let's just see what the room is. The random room we go into is the restrooms. Okay, we do have the option of going to surveillance. But we'll just say surveillance is next to the restrooms. We end up in the restrooms, and our opportunity, we'll roll on the law enforcement opportunity one. Oops. What is the opportunity we get? Segment opportunity. All right. Segment. 55. Found a new and useful technology. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I left something in the restroom. I like this. Okay, this is kind of cool. Let's see what, maybe do themes to figure out what this thing is we found. Theme says language. All right. Let's just envision this. I think we just found like this like translation device, like a universal translator. Could be handy. Yeah, translation device. Not necessarily anything we're doing at the moment, but you never know. Could come into play. Makes sense that it may even be here. They deal with a lot of different types of people. So yeah, we found this, and we pocket it. Yeah, we're taking that. And then, yeah, we're going to move on to the next system. If we don't run into any issues, then that should be the surveillance locations right next to the restrooms anyway. Should be. So, all right, we're going to use our wits. Let's go. Ooh, what is this? A weak hit. So we got to roll on the other chart, which is this one. Oh, no, this one. Clear. It is for the system on wits. 34. Mark progress and reveal a danger. Okay. All right. So we are progress. All right. Still not a guarantee, even though we have all these in there. If I were to roll a 0, that would be a miss because we'd be a tie. We gotta figure out what the reveal of danger is, though. So we gotta go for the one that's specific to. We don't have to, but we're going to go the one specific to our law enforcement parole. What happened? Witness abuse of the innocent. Oh, that's sad. So, all right. So we are in. Okay, we are in the surveillance area. Oh, maybe we see it on the surveillance cameras. Surveillance area. Oh gosh, can't spell. Surveillance area. I think I'm gonna use a generic oracle to see if like the abuse we're seeing is the person that the mercenary wanted us to find. And so that would just be the generic oracle, which as here, ask the oracle, would this be likely or unlikely? 50-50. Gee, I don't know. I'm going to say it's unlikely it's the same person. I mean, there's probably lots of people, but it could be. So we'll do unlikely. Let's see. No. Okay, so it's a different person. We witness abuse of somebody else. I think there's a really small chance that we would even know this person. Pretty much probably no chance. So I don't think I'm going to roll it. And so there is an innocent person being abused. Do we do something about it? I mean, I think, yeah, we try, but I think first we try and look up the information that we need for the mercenary, and then we will deal with the abuse. This is an area that I didn't specifically flag before. I don't think I'm going to go into any detail on this whatsoever. This is kind of a flag area, I think. I don't want to go into abuse. So first we're just going to look into the gathering information. That is where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, Ron Witz. Make sure we can find this person. Hopefully we can find this person. We almost did not. We find insight by complicates our quest and vision what we discover, take momentum. Okay, we'll take the momentum for sure. We discovered something, but it's not maybe exactly what this person was looking for, or maybe we got a partial hit, so we got some of the information. On this person, maybe not full account. I think that makes some sense. I'm not going to sweat it. This isn't really our main thing. So we got partial data on the mercenary's target. And then for the poor person that's being abused, I think what we'll do is we'll see if this system has let's just say it does. We'll just say it has like a speaker for this. We'll say it's a camera system. We're watching this. We're going to come on the speaker, and we're going to pretend that we are someone of authority, and we immediately tell them that they are to leave them alone and report back, and sound really pissed off about it. Now, we're really bad at this kind of stuff. However, we're going to try it anyway. Worst case scenario, they know they're being hacked, and they're just going to try and trace me, but I'm going to be out of here in a second anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and give it a shot. This would be compel, and I am trying to, would it be threaten or lie? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think threaten. We're going to try and be threatening. And, we'll see. We'll see if he buys it. Weak hit on compel is, I think they do buy it. We do get one momentum. They ask probably for verification of who we say we are, because we sound a little bit off. Like, yeah, I'll leave them, but are you sure? Like, you don't sound like the person that I'm usually reporting. Like, where are they at, and why are you talking to me over this camera? And then to get out of this, they're suspicious. I think I'll just ghost them. I think I just won't respond, and we're going to start packing up our stuff. And so they'll probably slow roll looking for us, but we should be pretty much so gone by then. So I think for this, all we got to do is now finish off the progress track and make sure that there's no issues here. And assuming there's no complications, we'll be able to back out of this okay. So to do this, what we need to do is locating our objective. Okay, so we're going to do our roll. And we don't have a thing for this, so I'm going to use the on-screen roller. And it is a 2 7s, pair of 7s. We got a match on this, and it's a success, strong hit with a match. And so we can make another move now and add 1 or take +1 momentum. We got the extra match, and so I think with the extra match, we're just going to have there's no complications, and the person ends up, so he doesn't end up tracing us. Instead, the ghosting, he just feels like, I think I've now pissed off this person, and now I'm in like massive trouble. So he gets out of there, and the person stops being abused. That's what we get out of it, which is, win-win. Look at us being all nice and stuff and saving people. Okay, so great. We're done with that. We do swing back by, and even though this wasn't a vow, we do swing back by the, this is getting so big now. Where is it? I'm losing it now. Parole officer, collection agency. And we're going to hand off the data. We hand the partial data to this person. Maybe they're mad, maybe they're not. I don't know that I care. Like, if they tear down our tunnel, I guess we should check to see if they tear down the tunnel. So since it's partial, there is a chance they decide like we can't keep our relay up, and so we won't be able to bounce through the collection agency again. I think that's fair. I think I'll just roll on the 50-50, see if he's happy enough with the data we gave him. He's not. So he will burn this thing. So I'm just going to mark this as burned this way. I might delete this out of our node tree later, but for right now, let's just do that. So it'll be marked here so we can see that it is burned. Here. So I wrote burn. I'll probably delete these two later, and then we'll only have the loan. All right, cool. So that's done. We dealt with them. Let's go all the way back to the Hacker Halfway House and talk to Relic and unlock her her thing. Did I have a quest for this? I don't even remember if I did. I didn't do a progress for this at all, did I? No. It's small. I could have set one up. It was a vow, so I definitely could have done that, but forgot. This thing was done, so I'm going to complete this one. Progress, complete this progress track. Which one is it? Not that one. This one's done too. What else is done? This is the parole officer one. Complete progress track for parole officer. What on it? Oh, it's right here. Cool. And I'll move this to old. This one's also done. This is GovNet to Darknet. All right. Cool. Yeah, I didn't have one. So, whatever. It's fine. Forgot to do it. And so let's go back to her. Let's give her the code, and she unlocks it, and is very grateful, and really excited to go back and be able to go drinking again. And I think we gain a little bit for that. There might even be. I wonder if there's a move we should make for this. Let me see. Again, I don't do a ton of social stuff. I think there are connection moves. What is this? When you search for a relationship or give focus to an existing relationship. This might build a relationship. I think we should at least try this one, even though I'm pretty bad at it. Because if it does work, it can add, to us getting, better outcomes when dealing with Relic. So yeah, let's go ahead and try. We'll put it in here. Let's try a connection thing. So let's see if we can make a connection. No bonuses. We're not good at this. We scored a miss. We could burn off our momentum on this and make it a strong hit. I don't know that I'd want to do that. Let me think. I mean, it's just kind of cool. I mean, if we do something like this, yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. Yeah, we'll burn it. We normally suck at the socializing, but she's drunk and she's feeling like letting all of our strange neurodivergent stuff pass. And yeah, we make a connection with a strong hit. We give them a roll and a rank whenever your connection aids you. Move closely associated to the roll, add +1. Okay. So I've never actually done this before, so bear with me on this one. I believe this is a progress again, but it's a type of connection. Yeah. All right, so this is with Ode Relic. I think we can just call it that. How hard would it be to get to know her? Oh, we don't know much about her. Let's just say it's dangerous. It's complicated, but she was friendly. So yeah, maybe not too bad. So okay, so we have this track. Let me see what they look like. It looks the same as normal. Yeah, just normal stuff. Okay. Cool. We have this connection thing now. That sounds cool. And let me read this again so I know how we use this. So whenever your connection aids you or on a move closely associated with the roll. Okay, so she will be aiding us when it comes to giving us information on the queen. And so let's see, how are we going to figure out what she is telling us about the queen? I think what she will do, this would probably just be... I think this might just be like just a theme and then maybe an action. Yeah, she's just telling me maybe she's heard some stuff, and she's gonna tell us what she last heard the queen was up to. And so she heard not this one, not decisive action. Oh, am I in moves? No, it doesn't matter. Let's roll this. Oh, I didn't want to roll it here. That's okay. Oppose. I want to put this into, I think this, maybe the hacker half. Well, we can leave it here. No, I don't want to hear it. It's a bit messy. Let's put it here. Oh shoot, no, I forgot what it was. What was it? Oh, I'll just roll again. It's fine. I need to suppress. We'll select suppress, and then we will add the theme life. Yikes. Okay, so she tells us that, let's see. If I remember right, that one propaganda site also had this whole decay against humanity thing too. So I think what we're going to learn is that we hear that she is moving somewhere to that small group, or at least involved with that small group, and they are trying to basically suppress the poor, but I think even more than suppress the poor, I think, eradicate them. This could be introducing like poison or something. Relic doesn't really know the details of what she's trying to do, but it's dark. That's all she knows. Is like it's not good. And the queen just, they just deal with like money. They don't really care, and so she is somehow this the top 1% has some money in that group, even though they're a small group, and so they're willing to kind of pay for the queen to kind of and get the things that they need. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. That is definitely something that we would want to thwart. So I think for this, looking at the character, I do feel we've reached a milestone here. Because we did find out what they're up to. Would it be a full milestone? I think we've got progress. I don't know if we got a milestone. And we might have to roll on progress. Let me think. That would be quest Reaching a milestone. Let's see. Gain meaningful insight. Yeah, I think we just marked progress. Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. I do think we got some progress on. Oh, here's the other one now. Okay, so we get some progress on this. One tick. Okay, we know basically what she's up to, and that's something. And as we're processing some of this information, I think Ode Relics is just kind of like, well, now that I don't have to deal with this band anymore, like I'm gonna go get some drinks. We should hang out sometime, and gives us let's see what there's a hangout thing here. We'll see where they want to hang out since they are a connection. That should be under, I don't know, put under our rig for now because it's probably gonna end up being a to do. They would want to hang out at an AI cafe. All right. And so when we come back, I think we'll end up disconnecting for a while. We got to process some stuff. We'll meet up with her at the AI cafe. And I want to start developing an artifact. I need to spend some time thinking about what that might be, like what would help us. We do know that she may have access the queen with something to do with cloaking. I might be able to make something that cloaks as well, or even detects cloaking. Haven't attempted it yet, but being the kernel developer, I might be able to come up with some kind of predator like thing, or maybe there's something better we could do. Maybe they deal for sword or something of that nature. So I think with this, Relic ends up bouncing, and I think we're going to probably disconnect and recharge as well, and then we're going to come back in and then maybe at the cafe. We'll see how she's doing. Maybe she'll even tag along. We'll see what's going on. She might be pretty wasted when we see her again at the cafe. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this session, and we've made a little bit of progress and learning that Queen Artifact is actually up to something like quite devastating. It'll be a good attempt to go back and good excuse to come back for the Democratic Front. We have a little bit of an in anyway, and so we might start digging around there and see if we can find out exactly what they're working on. This could be fun. It'll be fun to take them down, so I'm looking forward to it. All right, until next time, thanks for listening. Bye.